Hi, and welcome to Congo Children's Corner. I'm Kim.
And I'm Butch.
Hey. And we're going to start tonight with Chess on the Square. This is the second annual. I love when we can repeat something great. So I'm here welcoming Mr. I always say T. Warren. I'm going to let you introduce yourself. Come on here.
Teron Warren.
Teron.
Yes.
Thank you, Teron.
Yes.
All right,
Thank
but you
you
do
for
go
having
by
us.
T. Warren sometimes,
Absolutely.
right? That's okay?
Yes, ma'am.
That's just,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, that's the other name.
Oh, okay,
The other
okay.
name, yes.
Both
we
are
all got
great.
one, right?
Both are great. So we appreciate you. The community appreciates you. You do a lot. And I want to thank you here and now for all that you do and give back. You are probably one of those unsung heroes here because you stay under the radar, but you do a lot of contributions in the barbershop. You have the shoe drive. You have a lot going on. And now, our second annual Chess on the Square.
Yes, yes.
Tell us about Chess on the Square.
Chess on the Square was a vision that me and Lisa to my right and Trippy came together with last year. It just popped up in a month, and the next month we did it. We invited the whole city to come out, young and old, kids, adults, to come together at Rodney Square to participate in a day-long chess tournament. Chess is the ultimate game of strategy. I've been playing since I was 6 years old, and I love the game. If you play chess, you know what it means to sit down with your partner and strategically think about moves to get your opponent in checkmate. And I wanted to bring it to the city, and with the help of Lisa to my right and Trippy, we brought it together last year, and it was an awesome event, definitely.
And I'm excited because, have you seen their website?
I have not yet.
You haven't seen it? Everybody who has not, let's get that web address because you guys have a great website this year as well.
Yes, it's www.chessonthesquare.org. .org, not .com, .org.
.org.
Yes.
All right, so with that website, what are you expecting people to do?
We just want you to log on. If you will play chess, if you want to participate in the tournament, if you don't know how to play, you can still participate. Come out and learn the game. But we want you to log on, enter some information, name, email address, how long you've been playing, what grade you are in right now, or if you're an adult, we have a question for that. And we need you to know your chess rating and if you own a chess clock. We changed some rules up this year where we're actually going to time every game with an official chess clock. So we like all the good players or the players that have been playing for a long time to bring your chess clock out if you have one laying around.
Okay.
So you kind of pair them up based on ability? Is that how that works?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Ability and grade level.
Okay.
But we're stepping it up this year also. If you're a young man, I think we have on our couch here today, that's very, very good at the game, that has that high level chess rating, we're stepping him up with the adults. I just got the official word from his grandma that it's okay to do.
All right.
All right.
Hey. All right. So, Lisa, tell us all about how you feel about coming back again this year and some of the things that you're going to do differently and what we're doing that is great, so we're repeating it.
So it's an awesome feeling to come back this year again. There was no doubt that we weren't going to do it again. Like Mr. Warren alluded to, we had 4 weeks last year to put this together. So this year we had a little more time. You know, there's applications that need to be filled out with the city, so on and so forth. So we got started a little early this year. We are excited because we did step up our game a little bit this year because we had folks like these children over here from Thomas Edison that came to our chess event, and we were happy to have them. We invited them, just like we invited them back again this year, and they came and they took first and second prizes. So because of folks like these children that have a chess rating, we kind of stepped up our game a little bit. I think we have an actual someone that their expertise is chess that will be kind of heading things for us, and we're just excited about May 28th coming out on the square for Chess on the Square too.
All right, and once again, the times on May 28th?
The time of the tournament it starts at 10 p.m. to 5 p.m.
10 a.m.
10, I apologize.
Yes.
10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
Right.
And we're asking for volunteers as well, correct?
We are absolutely asking for volunteers. If you'd like to volunteer, you can contact Mr. Warren at
Area code 302-420-2152.
or you can contact me, 302-525-9584. If you'd like to volunteer, we're asking that you be at Rodney Square at 8:30 a.m. for setup. There's a lot of preparation that goes into this event. So if you'd like to volunteer, we're asking that you come at 8:30 and they will get.
We have an official, authentic, Chess on the Square Part 2 T-shirt. So if you come out and volunteer, you get that absolutely free. You get to wear it and wear it forever. It's yours. Free, no charge.
Free, no charge.
You don't have to actually be able to play chess, because I personally, I don't think that I'm that good. But you don't have to be that to be a volunteer. Anybody can volunteer?
Anybody can volunteer.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to have any chess knowledge whatsoever to be a part of that volunteer part, right?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. Just
All right,
come on
because we're
out.
going to have food, so you may volunteer to come cook or come tell us some of the other things that the volunteers will be able to do for you.
The volunteers were primarily, now we will have a couple of the young ladies. Jasmine is one of our volunteers. We rather not register you that morning, but we've fallen into that situation. So we will have our pre-registration sheet with us. We check you off as you get there. You'll get a number bib. And because we have children, we also do a wristband. So your color wristband matches up with your parent, and we number those wristbands. So the volunteers, we look forward to set up and clean up. We look for the grill. We look for someone, actually just people in the square watching the parameters of what's going on. And our volunteers will receive, for our high school students, we will give volunteer hours. Mr. Warren has a letter ready to go. He doesn't sign it, I'll sign it. But we have volunteer hours for those that need volunteer hours for high school.
All right. All right, so let's meet our chess players and our volunteer.
Well, my name is Jahi Pruden.
Yeah, speak up.
I go to Thomas Edison. I'm in 6th grade right now. My rating is, I'm a 982.
All right.
There you go.
982. 982 in sixth grade. I am not playing chess.
Man, I'm a little worried on
Me
myself.
We might need to get a bigger trophy.
Right?
All right. So how long have you been playing chess?
Well, I've been playing chess since the beginning of my 4th grade year.
Beginning of 4th grade? Speak just a little louder for me.
Yeah, I've been playing since the beginning of my 4th grade year. So about 2 years and a half.
Okay.
Well, all right.
So you must really like it, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
So now what would you tell a young person, someone younger than yourself or someone older than yourself, why it's good to learn to play chess?
Well, I think it's good to play chess because it challenges your mind, and it's also good like math because you take notation and it helps you like multitask because you can figure out like different moves and you like what your opponent is going to do. You could like think about how to stop it.
That's good.
All right. And next to you we have another fabulous young lady who's been playing for a while. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is LaDavia Green. I'm 14 and I go to PS. I've been playing since I was in 3rd grade.
In 3rd grade? All right. All right, so Miss Green, I can almost hear your first name. Just say it a little louder.
LaDavia. LaDavia.
LaDavia?
Yes.
All right, so LaDavia Green. And tell us about you in chess.
Well, when I first started playing chess, I was confused at first. And chess, it kept me out of a lot of trouble.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back into playing chess because I don't play anymore. But I'm trying to get back.
Okay.
Yeah. I liked it though when I was playing it.
So it kept you out of trouble because it gave you something else to do. So
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it gave me something else to do.
you can't say it on the air.
Yeah,
I
don't.
understand. Let me stop.
Yeah,
All right. All right. Well, I apologize there. We're glad that you're playing chess
Keep playing.
That's right. And inspiring young ladies. So sometimes we think,
Yeah.
you know, not the girls, but
Right.
we've got young ladies here that are awesome as well. And then nothing is complete without people who just give of themselves, right, Jasmine?
Yes.
Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Jasmine Flowers Thomas. I go to Brandywine. I'm in the 10th grade. Last year, like when I volunteered, that was my first time like at a real chess tournament. So it was like nice to see like people focusing and like really concentrating on the game. And yeah.
That's good.
So what is it that you all saw that just captured you that said, you know what, this was really great, I want to do it again?
Well, I think what was most captivating, what I didn't expect, is that when we got ready to start, you could actually hear a pin drop in Rodney Square. Like these children, and I'm not even so much going to focus on the adults because I was more focused on the children. They were about the game and they were serious about the game. Like this young man said, it's about concentration. I guess it helps him with his math. But they were really in tune to the game and they were serious. And some of the matches were over real quick. Like they just knew what they were doing.
Okay.
So that was one of the most intriguing things. It was our first time, and I think we hashtagged it a success. So we were definitely coming back this year for part 2.
All right. So again, we look forward to everyone going now because they can get on the website and log in up until the event, or how is there a cutoff time with the website and logging in or registering?
Yes, we put on our information on our flyers and of course on the website the 23rd of May. We like to shut it down a week early, process the names, get everybody grouped. Last year we put an early date out also, but we bent a little bit because we wanted more people to register, and of course we had an overflow last year. So it's looking like right now the 23rd of this month. And I believe that's a Sunday night.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah. I think it's Monday, but it's good.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
All right,
whatever
so
Sunday is.
everybody can get on the website and register because we want to make sure that you get your number and get yourself prepared. We want all ages. Again, this is so nice because it's a community event. So we're focusing, this is Congo Children's Corner, but it was nice to see the community come out. So we got to see all ages come out and participate in something that was on a more intellectual level. We always come out and just have our jams, but it's nice to do this as well and take it to a new level. And of course, we're gonna have a little something for them to eat. Since we keep them there for so long, we're gonna offer some food, right?
Yes, we will definitely have the grill going that day with hot dogs, hamburgers, whatever Mr. Warren brings us to put on the grill.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say one more thing about registration because some people are not computer savvy, so they can actually come to BVD, Barber Salon, and register in person.
Okay.
And I think we'll open up a Saturday. We'll have to do that real soon.
This Saturday.
So
This Saturday, yes.
This
So like, we
Saturday.
have to do that real soon, right?
This Saturday we'll be there from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you're not computer savvy, don't have a computer laying around, or you just want to come down and let me do all the work, Miss Lisa do all the work, and come on down, we'll register for you. All right, you can call me, set up an appointment time. I can register over the phone also. The number is area code 302-420-2152. Anybody would like to register, just dial that number. We'll get you on the computer, have you come out there that Saturday morning and get you right into play.
All right, all right. Well, anything else? I don't know.
I just like the idea of what it is that you're doing, because a lot of students, a lot of youth are not really exposed to chess. You know, they think that chess is an older person's game, and it's good to get them in there as young as possible and just get them active. And I'm really excited about the youth really participating and being a part of that. I mean, and I'm definitely encourage anybody that I know out there in the community too to come see you, because I'm sure I'd want to see you do all the work to register on this coming Saturday, because I think it's definitely something that they should take a part of, be a part of.
Well, thank you, appreciate that.
And I think another step, because LaDavia just mentioned that she doesn't do it anymore, hence she's out of Thomas Edison, which is one of the schools that you guys actually play chess in school, is that correct?
Yes.
So she's out of Thomas Edison and she's into junior high, she's into PS now. So that may be one of the reasons that she's not. So Mr. Warren, we have to look in to that to keep students like LaDavia after she leaves
Right.
that level have to find another outlet for them to continue to play chess.
Okay, definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
And
We'll look
I
into
can't move forward without stating what chess meant to me coming up in the inner city. I started playing when I was 6 years old, and I started off with checkers, of course. Everybody starts with checkers, then you get into chess. After some people get into chess, but it's a technical game, so you really don't want to know all the moves, know all the strategic play in it. But after learning the game, it changed my life immensely at the age of 6 years old. I remember it. Just learning to move in the center, the castle technique, what my other player is doing. I would like, before we move on, to the young man and the young lady, just expound how the game changed your life at this very young age. Has it changed your life? I believe it has, but in what way? It changed my life immensely because I started doing things a lot differently. I started looking at people a little differently, and I started handling certain situations a whole lot differently. Can you explain that, what it's done for y'all too?
You can go first.
Well, for me, it changed me because once I started playing chess in 4th grade, it kind of affected the other kids because they stopped acting up, and at lunch we would all like bring in boards and play after we would eat.
Wow, that's
Okay.
big.
Yeah.
Every school could have that.
Yeah.
Much problems I have at lunch duty. Wow. Okay.
All right.
It changed me because, like he said, we used to always play at lunch. We used to always want to play chess. We didn't have no time to get in trouble when we was playing chess. A lot of people, they looked at me different because I was playing chess.
Absolutely.
So you got more respect there as it was going.
Yeah.
Being a talented chess player. All right. Well, so we've got a lot of good things. We got some new ideas here. So now we're gonna have to expand some more. All right.
Absolutely.
All
Yes,
right.
yes.
All right. So everybody, we look forward to you coming out this Saturday to register if you haven't. Get on the website at.
www.chessonthe.org.
All right.
Chessonthe.org.
All right. And then definitely see you Saturday the 28th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. We will be right back. Hi, I am Kim Congo and so excited to be here today to tell everyone about a very special upcoming event. So Saturday, May the 21st, at the Christiana Hilton, we're going to have a scholarship luncheon. So we ask everyone to come and celebrate. I have guests here with me who are going to tell us all about our scholarship luncheon. Donations are $40 for an adult and $15 for children 12 and under. So let's start with our honoree, Mr. Markevic A. Johnson. Welcome, Markevic.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us about yourself. Introduce your lovely family who's with you.
Well, I have Mr. Moloch right here on my side,
Uh-huh.
and my lovely grandmother over here, Gloria Kidd,
Okay.
and I'm Markevic Johnson, as she said, and I'm 17 years old, go to Concord High School, play basketball, and I'm into computer programming.
All right. So tell us what is special about this luncheon.
Well, it's in memory of my mom, Keisha Marie Kidd, who passed away, and I believe we honor we give away 3 scholarships to students that want to pursue their education.
All right, so that's great. Mr. Monk, you want to tell us a little more?
Well, yes, I'd like to say, first of all, this scholarship luncheon has been going on now for 15 years, and it's still going strong.
All right.
And I'm sure the reason is the objective of the luncheon is to expose our young people. So that's very much a part of our goal. Now, what we do, we try to give them role models.
Okay.
And the role models are in the rate of honorees at each banquet.
Okay.
And the honorees for this banquet You probably know them all.
Yes, I was looking. You have some great. Well, actually, I see a family. Your first honoree is a family member of mine, Miss Claire Carey.
Oh, Claire, yeah.
Yes, is actually a cousin. So she's married to my cousin. So family and just a
Harmony, yeah.
great person.
Yes, she
always involved. Always, ready to help the children. Dedicating her time, I think, almost every Saturday with her
Achievers.
Yes, her Achievers program. So she's a great person. And I'm going to say who I recognize. I'm supposed to know everybody, I'm sure. But Mr. Morris was actually on our show recently, and he's always someone who's very active in the community and keeping children first. I think, well, people, but definitely he focuses on young people and setting goals and working hard. So, yeah. You guys, and you can say more because those are the people that I know. I have to say Mr. Tolliver, too, the Honorable Charles Tolliver, because,
Right.
of course, I know him. So I better not say like I don't know Mr. Judge Tolliver here. So
Right. Don't shortchange him.
That's right. No, not on TV especially. Right. Stick with me.
We have also the Honorable, let's see, Larry Morris, Charles Madden. He's one of our outstanding citizens.
Okay.
And also the Reverend Dr. Clifford Johnson.
Yes, yes.
From over there at the Baptist Church over there. I'm sure everybody knows him.
Yes.
But we honor people like this.
And Miss Patricia, we got to say everybody's name now, so we stay out of trouble.
Patricia Troy Brooks.
All right.
I don't really know how much.
I don't know. The keynote speaker.
Yes, and the keynote speaker is also a fabulous person here. I really have a lot of admiration for Reverend Husser as well.
Awesome.
So,
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you picked a great group. So
every year.
Every year. All
They do a
right.
great job.
All right. I'm excited.
But I think it's wonderful that we give, in addition to the scholarship that Marquivas get, to two other people.
Okay. Welcome back. All right. So I'm getting something new tonight. I did not know that there was biomedical science in high school. So we have two Glasgow High School students here, AJ and Audrey, and they're here to tell us about biomedical science at Glasgow. Welcome to the show.
Thank you
for having us.
All right. So this is exciting. It sounds like real big time here at Glasgow. Tell us about the program.
Well, the program is just to give us an opportunity and give us experience in what they really do in like the medical field. Like biomedical science deals with everything. It's like cardiovascular, with your heart, everything. It's just like, so basically we know everything. We will wind up knowing everything about the body and how it works and why it works. And it's just to give us a further understanding. So if we want a career in that, help make the world a better place, help figure out how to cure heart disease or something like that. That's pretty much what it's all about.
So how often is this actually a class? Is this
It's an actual class. It's an everyday class. It's not like a accredited class yet, but it will be in the future.
Okay.
But it is a full-time class.
It's a full-time class.
Yeah.
And how long were you in it last year and this year, or is this something new?
This is actually my first year in Delaware School.
Oh, okay.
So this is my first year in biomedical science as a class, actually, but I've been in other science classes.
Okay. All right, and you're a sophomore, correct?
Yes.
All right, and Audrey, you're a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so tell us what got you interested and how you got to enroll in that class.
Well, it all started, I was in my science class for my 9th grade credit, and all of a sudden my teacher had to leave and do something. So Dr. Fawcett, who's an amazing teacher, who's the teacher of biomedical, she came in and substituted for about 15 minutes, and she was saying how she was so excited about this next class she had next semester. And it was about how this one woman, poor Maria, died, and you have to figure out as you learn that she has so many problems with her body, that she wasn't taking care of herself, that you have your final at the end is to figure out how she died by using everything you learned.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh my gosh, me and my best friend were talking, we were like, we want to do this, this is really fun. So I switched out of a class that I had that I was not interested in, that wouldn't benefit me. So I was like, yay, we should do it. So I signed up and I'm loving it.
All right, isn't that great?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is, to get that much passion and fun,
Yeah.
right?
It's very fun.
It seems like it's a lot of work involved. Is it difficult?
It's difficult at times, yeah. But once you like really get through it, like get on a roll, it's like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really fun, and that's what makes it even better because I don't like sitting in a boring class.
So what do you consider a boring class?
A boring class is where a teacher just hands out packets and makes you do them and doesn't interact with the students.
Okay.
So you
right.
like that interactive.
Yeah.
That interactive. Okay. I can appreciate that.
And so what, do you have any career goals? What are you looking to get from this?
Since I switched into biomedical. I dropped out of another class and switched into it because I want to pursue a career in science. So like I plan on taking biomedical for the rest of my high school years and going into college and majoring in biomedical engineering.
Okay. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I switched into it, and I want to pursue all the careers, and we learned about different careers and how these people could help the fact or study the fact of what we're learning. So I'm looking at all the careers. We have to do career journals, write about them, and if we have a little interest in them, write about them. I haven't had much interest in ones that work with blood because I do not like working with blood, but if like a nutritionist, we had a nutritionist, I was interested in that. Like, it's a way to help people make a difference in their lives and to adjust to their liking and how stuff that can benefit them.
So what do you, and you may not know this just yet because you're still kind of feeling your way through the whole biomedical. I know you really like it, and I can appreciate that too. What do you see yourself doing with that once you actually get into college and move on? What do you really want to do with that?
I want to see myself, like, when I get into a career setting, I want to see myself, like, trying to find cures for things or try to find better ways of doing something.
Okay.
Like how there's all these prescription drugs. I want to figure out a way to lessen that so someone doesn't have to take, like, 40 pills a day. I want to find a way to help lessen that, an easier way.
All right. Sounds like fun.
Right.
And let's give a shout out to your instructor. Tell us a little bit about the teaching method that captivates you all.
Well, with Dr. Fawcett, she's like really like, energized and interactive with us. She's always telling us little stories about like her career before she became the teacher. And, it's really interesting, and like she can always relate to something. And, there's always like there's a personal connection to something we're talking about, and I like that because then it keeps us intrigued and we're locked in it. And so it makes it easier to learn with her. And then there's also Dr. Keeler, and she's I guess she's like the assistant teacher, and she's really cool too. She usually helps us with a lot of the lab work, while Dr. Fawcett is trying to make sure all the everything's right and where it needs to be, and we're doing what we're supposed to do. And she goes around and helps us. If we have a question on how do we do this, she can explain it to us, and then we go from there. And she's really interactive and.
And I'm glad that you said that because, being a principal and all, so all you teachers out there, make sure you're taking notes of what this young man is saying. That being able to connect, that having that connection to a real life really is going to allow them to be able to excel, because if they feel no connection to it, they're not really going to do the work. So, congratulations to those two instructors that you have that are doing that, because that's a great thing. So,
Yeah, definitely. And I'm just curious, females, how many females to males in the class?
There are actually more females in the class than males.
Yes. No, I can't say
Really?
that. Can I say that? Yay!
I feel like the ratio is pretty even. I mean, it's
He's counting.
it's pretty. Yeah, let's count.
There are 5 males in the class, and the rest are female.
Really?
Okay.
Yep.
There's
Now
also
that's
not many.
different.
There's like 24 kids.
Okay.
There's-
so I guess that's
And it's only the
cool.
first year of this is the very first year biomedical is offered to Glasgow, the new pathway.
Right.
And a lot of kids are excited about it. I'm surprised there are as many that there is, and it's doing really well.
It sounds like it. And I'm asking because a lot of times by the time we're in high school, girls don't have as much interest in science, or they're not encouraged the same for sciences. So I'm really excited that there's so many females still involved.
Right.
And I think there's like 21 kids in the class to be exact, and 16 of them
16.
are female.
All right.
That is definitely
Go
against
girls.
the norm.
Yeah,
That's
it
definitely-
is. So that's a great thing
Right.
for Glasgow.
Absolutely.
I'm excited there. All right. Well, anything else that you want to tell us, or tell anyone why they should also join this class?
Well, if you're into any type of science, it's a great class because it deals with everything. It connects to chemistry, it connects to all the sciences that you could pretty much take a class for. And biomedical is an advantage because it brings all of those classes into one. So if you're interested in science, I suggest taking the class because it'll also help you further. If you want a science career or take science anywhere in your life, it's a great opportunity to take advantage of.
So just one quick question too, just for those who probably are watching and may not understand, you still have to take your other core sciences, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just an addition to
It's
that.
an elective.
It's an addition because it's not a core class yet.
Absolutely. I just want to make sure they knew that. I
Yeah.
didn't want them to think they could jump in there and just go into biomedical and just forget about
No,
those other math and
the
sciences.
future plan for this class is to become a core class, not just an elective.
Gotcha.
And it's very important because if you take your other classes, it gives you an advantage in biomedical. So if you're taking chemistry or anatomy, that helps a lot in biomedical because there is chemistry and anatomy involved. And like I took basic chemistry already as a freshman, and then for the first semester, second semester, we went over basics, and I'm like, I know this. It's so easy.
Yeah, it's really helpful because I took honors chem as a sophomore, and I was the youngest in my class. You know, full of a whole bunch of room of juniors, and it's kind of intimidating. But did what I had to do and got the good grade, and I come into the biomedical, and it's like a lot of what I was doing in there. It was like, oh, it's just like it's the same. So, I feel more comfortable. It's not like, oh, what is this? Like the first day of school, what's happening? It wasn't that. It was like I knew what I was doing already. I felt really comfortable in what I was doing.
All right, well.
These two are pretty bright. That make me want to go back to school and learn.
Hey,
learn
that's
something.
it. Well, I'm excited, very, very much so, to see this offered and to see the interest peaked with excitement. So not often do you get excited about some of your classes and the instructors. A lot of times we don't get, I can't say that, but anyway. We want to encourage more instructors to stay interactive and realize that you can spark a career, you can spark a lifetime of learning and giving back to everything. Just think he's going to cure something. You may not have to take a pill because we got a cure for something here. So put it all together and really encourage your students. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you really make a difference in how they learn and how they want to learn, how they want to come to school, and how much they're studying and looking at life. So teachers matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
What you're doing, what you're doing makes a big difference in how you approach it and how you treat that student and respect that
Relationship.
student. That's
It was actually my 8th grade teacher is what sparked my career and wanted to do science.
See?
He was my track coach, and he was super interactive in class and funny, and it made me like him even more. So
that's
where I'm at now.
Relationships and connections.
That's right. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in and sharing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
you.
Thank you.
And
This is awesome.
Thank you. We'll be right back with more fun.
And welcome back. We are very excited about our next guest. It's always an awesome time when we have 3 strong, powerful women. Isn't that right, Principal Ingram?
Absolutely.
Yes. Let's say
Tell them who you are.
hashtag we winning. But seriously, you all have created an awesome project that you're going to share with us. So please give us your names, your names, your schools, your ages, what you study, because I hear you all attend Votech. Well, 2 of you attend Votech schools, and what you do after school. Wink, wink. Oh yes, you can start, my lady.
My name is Brielle Braxton Young, and I'm 17. And my career area is computer networking, and I want to be a film producer when I get older. And after school, I just like to be on YouTube and hang out with my family.
And where's your other family, so we can set the stage? Your other family's where on 40?
My other family's at the Boys and Girls Club on 40. And I would like to shout out Coach Amber because she's like a second mom to me. And
We love you, Amber.
yeah, we love you, Coach
We love
Amber.
Aww. Yes, and you're next, my lady.
My name is Janae Jenkins. I go to Del Castle Technical High School. I'm 18 years old. I am in the career area of biomedical sciences. My career goal is to be a pediatric oncologist. And what I do after school, I spend most of my time at the Boys and Girls Club in sports, but I'm out of season right now. So mainly at the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
My name is Carissa Phelps. I'm a senior at William Penn High School. I'm 18. I study legal studies, and I plan on becoming a forensic psychologist or a criminal science investigator. When I'm not studying, for the most part, I'm either playing basketball or I'm working.
Yeah, I can't have much of a social life.
They are very
Aren't they?
active.
I know.
Are you trying? Oh, we doing some more?
Because did you hear that?
She wants to be a forensic scientist. You want to be an oncologist.
Pediatric oncologist.
Pediatric
Can you?
oncologist.
What is that?
Basically, a pediatric oncologist is someone who deals with children, but they also deal with cancer. So it's basically cancer research and working with children who have cancer.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Thank you for doing that.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And we have my little lady who wants to get into computer networking. So that is just awesome. It makes my
I'm
heart
impressed.
smile.
Very
Yes.
impressed.
So, ladies, first and foremost, thank you for being here with us. So
Thank you
let's
for
talk
having
about what you do at the Boys and Girls Club, why it's cool to go to the Boys and Girls Club, even though you all are 18, why other little people should go to the Boys and Girls Club.
Well, I think you should go to the Boys and Girls Club because it's like, basically, like I said before, it's like a second home to me. And it keeps you off the streets. Like, instead of being on the streets, you could be at the Boys and Girls Club playing a sport or involved in an activity. There's so many different activities that we have at the Boys and Girls Club. Every Friday night, we have our teen night, and that runs from 7 to 12. So a whole bunch of teens come out. You can play basketball and everything else that you would like to do.
Okay. And how long have you been going to the Boys and Girls Club?
Well, I started going to the Boys and Girls Club when my sister started playing basketball. So maybe about 5 years ago.
Okay.
So.
Me? Oh, well, my whole, like, when I started going to the Boys and Girls Club, it was all because I started playing with Coach Amber, which is the Lady Sharks AAU. And I've been there for about, like, 4 years or so. And it's just, like, it's really a stress reliever, your second home. Anytime, like, I need to go somewhere and I just need to get stuff on I go to the Boys and Girls Club because it's just, like, it's my happy place instead of, like, my other house in the basketball.
I agree.
Well, before I was involved with this Boys and Girls Club, I was involved with the Newcastle County Police Athletic League. And I started getting involved with the Boys and Girls Club, like Janae said, with the Delaware Lady Sharks. So I've only been going here like 2 years, but they treated me like I've been going there my entire life. They treat all the girls as in we're a family. I knew these girls for only a couple months, and they all took me in with open arms. The Boys and Girls Club gives you like a family environment, and it gives you a place where if you feel like you have nowhere to go, you can always go there.
Okay. Yeah. So talk about what you all have created, what initiative you all have created as a result of being friends and going to the Boys and Girls Club.
Well, originally I've started a movement, and it was called the #Delaware Strong Project. And I was doing it by myself for maybe a week. And then that's when Carissa had like texted me and was like, if you need any help, I'm here. Then Janae texted me and was like, it's basically the same thing. So I said, okay, we might as well put everybody together, form one big group, and then we can expand that way. So we formed the group together. We came up with ideas and everything. Last week, was it last week?
No,
2 weeks ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago on May 6th. Yeah, May 6th, we had an event at the Boys and Girls Club. We had performances by Isaiah Lee, Corey Kent, and Chris Davis. And the three of them did a performance. And Isaiah Lee, he did like a motivational speech. We all kind of contributed to everything, like towards the planning and the times and getting people to come out and everything. We also had an open discussion about social media because we feel as though basically that's where everything happens. Social media is like the pinpoint of everything.
Okay.
So, if I can just ask a question, how'd you come up with that name?
We've been through some names, and we just was like, oh, okay, we just gonna stick with this one.
I like it, Delaware.
Yeah, and it's like we.
Oh no, I
to,
like the name. I was
like
just trying to figure out
strong.
where it came
Like
from.
I wanted to put the emphasis on strong, because I feel as though Delaware is the first state, but we need to come together as one, as a whole, and we need to be strong. Like we need to be basically one unit. Like everybody wants to be better than everybody else, and it's like if everybody just works together, I feel as though you don't have to be better than everybody else. We work together to be better than another
Motivate
state,
each other.
Yeah.
and we can motivate each other. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like we live in a generation where you have to bring each other down to lift yourself up, and basically through this project we're trying to show that that's not the case. Bringing each other up, you're bringing yourself up as well because you're
That's
bettering
right.
others, which also leads to you bettering yourself. So.
And it's also good for like the youth, especially because whether we know it or not, we are the upcoming. So anything that we do now is going to affect what happens in the future. So we want the youth to know that you have a voice in your community. Don't just sit back and relax like you don't see nothing wrong. Speak up, because if you don't speak up, you don't know what's going to happen.
That's right. And what are some of the comments or feedback that you all received from the forum?
We received good comments mainly. I mean, in the beginning when we had first started posting on social media, we got a little, oh, they're doing this for fame and we're going to come up and fight you and all this and all that. But at the end of the day, we have each other, so we all stay connected. We don't really worry about what other people say because at the end of the day, we're doing it for our community and not just for us.
Yeah, like what I said, people are so worried about bringing others down, so they think, oh, we're just fame, retweets, favorites, likes, which is never the case. I did this because Brielle had a true vision, and me and Janae were like, we're gonna help you do this because you cannot do it by yourself. Like, she probably could, but everyone needs a little help when they come to stuff. So me and Janae are one of the first to say we do not take credit for all this. We take some, but in the end, this is Brielle's idea. Brielle laid this down, and if it wasn't for the Boys and Girls Club, like we said, none of this would have been possible.
Humility,
Because
humble too.
Like I think like this motivated me even more because in 2012 I lost my cousin due to gun violence, and I think like it just motivated me more to like feel as though like, okay, we have to do something about the violence, the teen violence that's just going on in all the states, but we have to start in Delaware. So like I'm from Philly, and like, you know, I've grown up in Philly, I've seen things, but when I moved to Delaware, it was like a whole new environment. Like, I feel as though Delaware is one of the best places to raise your kids. Like, I'm glad my mom moved down here to raise me and my little sisters because, like, I feel as though if we were still living in Philly, it just wouldn't be the same as now as it is now in Delaware. I'm finishing up my senior year and I'm moving on to college and I'm doing things that I probably would not have ever experienced in Philadelphia than doing it in Delaware. So
that is awesome. Now I do want to ask you ladies, what advice would you give to younger people or even your peers who may be experiencing bullying via social media?
I say don't be a bystander because that's the biggest problem in Delaware, in my opinion. You watch other people get harassed and you think, oh, someone else is going to say something, and then nobody ever says anything, and that person's life is ruined because they thought that one person would help them and that one person never came because other people thought someone else was going to be that one person. And I feel as though social media is the biggest cause of bullying. It is because in the end, you have millions of people who watch it. Millions of people. Everyone has a Twitter and Instagram. And Delaware is so small, so everyone knows everybody. So if everyone in Delaware knows about it, but nobody says anything, that's how everyone starts rumors and makes it escalate, which then leads to fighting and gun violence, etc., which is not the case. In the end, you just got to tell someone. Like, that's Brielle's biggest thing. If you tell somebody, you can really change somebody's life. You can really change the outcome of someone's situation.
that's basically what our motto is. Like, our motto is to speak out, to stomp out, and to reach out to teen violence in Delaware. So that's basically like what we live by. Like, if you see somebody getting bullied or you see somebody being picked on, like, tell somebody or help them out. And then if you can't do anything, go tell an adult that can help somebody out. Because at the end of the day, if you help somebody out, then they can help somebody out. And then it just is, you basically pay it forward.
That's right.
So as long as you do that, then the world, I feel as though, will be a better place. Like, just pay everything forward.
Pay it forward.
Yes.
That's a movie. It is a movie.
It is a movie.
Yeah.
I agree.
We watched that in bed.
No, but the concept is great. I mean, if we all, like you said before, if we all were to do that, then we'd have not as many issues or problems or concerns that we have on a regular, consistent basis. So I really applaud everything that you're doing. You know, and working in a school myself, and realizing the damage that can be done to students and to young people as a result of bullying or you know, just feeling insecure or having issues or concerns as a result of people, you know, impressing upon them negatively. It can really do damage. So having a forum and putting together a program like you did, and definitely empowering people to speak out and really just say, you know, enough's enough, and really just to stand up and stop it, I think that's a step in the right direction. So I definitely appreciate that.
Yes. And how can we help the movement to continue and to grow? What's next?
Honestly, just support. All we ask is for support. We don't want anyone to like doubt us, because at the end of the day, either if you doubt us or not, we're still going to move forward with it. You can't stop what we believe in, because we're strong. Like, this is Delaware strong for a reason. So just support us. That's all we ask. Come out and support, spread the word. And if you see anything happening in your community that you want to stop, then come to us and we could help you guys out, or even do something to even help your community. That's all we want, really.
Yeah, just like if anybody like feels though they need somebody to talk to or anything, like I'm all ears, I'm open to everything.
We're here
like,
for you.
Yes, we're here for you, like really. And we are trying to start going to elementary schools and middle schools and
Trying to do a school
yeah,
tour.
we want to do like school tours. So
Yeah, you can start here.
Awesome. There you go.
Well,
Start
we
right
can
here.
hit us up.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And like we just want to show people that we have all been through something. All three of us on this table have, well, the
have.
scouts have been through something at the table. All three of us have been through something that's different from the rest, because everyone has a different story, so you can't relate entirely to what someone's doing. But what we're saying is we're open arms. We will never be the ones to shut somebody away because, oh, you don't have the status, you don't have the money. We all came from 3 different places, and we all came out successful.
Right.
All 3 of us I came from a single parent home, raising 3 kids, and pushed all 3 of us through college. My mother did an amazing job with me, and I feel as though all 3 of us can say that our parents laid down the foundation for us to build our own empires.
That's right.
my dad, like that's my rock. Like if anything was to ever happen to her, then I don't know what I would do.
Okay.
My mommy's my number one.
Yeah.
No,
Hold it
My
down.
number
you're,
one.
you're her number one
Hold
fan.
it down.
Hold it down.
Yeah.
MOM.
I just want to make her proud. Like I'm gonna be her first to graduate, so I'm really excited about that.
Yes. And we know that success is in you ladies' DNA. So again, hashtag Delaware Strong. Yes. And you ladies, please continue the great work, and we'll be right back. All right. For Congo Career Corner, this week we're going to show a brief video featuring Mrs. Katherine Johnson, known as a human computer. Mrs. Johnson worked for NASA and calculated the trajectory for the first American in space. She is truly a phenomenal woman, just like those 3 young ladies that we just saw. So please enjoy the video and remember to keep reaching for the stars. Thank you for watching Congo Children's Corner.
Jim's youngest sister was getting married, and we went down for the wedding. And we were ready to go home, and the grandfather died, so I had to stay another week. And just sitting around, his sister, Jimmy's sister, said, "What you gonna do when you go home?" I said, "Nothing." She said, "Why don't you come go home with me for a couple of weeks?" I said, "Okay." So when her husband came in, she said, "Kat and Snook are going home with us for a couple. No, Kat's going home with us for a couple of weeks." He said, "Why don't you take Snook as the husband? I'll get them both a job." He said, there's a government facility there that has just begun to hire black women, and they want mathematicians. So that was the job.
And the job, he was talking specifically about what
was NASA's job. NASA was hiring female mathematicians, and for the first time, that this is a year or so, they had started hiring blacks.
And this was in the late 50s?
This was in the summer of 51. So we came. So when Jimmy came home, I said, "We're going to rent the Newport News." He said, "We are." I said, "Yeah, Eric said he could get you a job, and eventually could get me one." That's great. So we came down, and Eric introduced me to one of the supervisors who supervised the black mathematicians. Turned out I had met her, and she said, "Well, they're not hiring right now, but I'll get you an application and put your name in." And that was September of 51. And in June of 52, I got the job.
Now, when you say black mathematicians, you mean there was a separate...
Yes, there was a group of white mathematicians. And just a year or so before, I don't know how many years, they had opened it up for blacks.
So they were two separate groups?
Two separate groups.
But doing basically the same work?
The same work, right.
Did that seem like a strange arrangement to you?
No, to me it was, I was finally going to find out what a research mathematician did. And I'm hired. So while I was waiting for that job, I subbed at the high school here. And then I got a job as program director at the USO. And then I was offered the job, a permanent job at Huntington, and and the job at NASA came through 24 hours apart. That's your luck. You either hit nothing or everything. So I had to make the decision which I wanted, and I said, well, I came here to be a research mathematician. I think I'll try that one first. So the principal said, well, of course, the government paid more money. The principal said, I'll pay you the same thing they pay you. I said, I appreciate it, but I'm going to take the job as a research mathematician.